Hello, everyone. Um, it is now 5:12 p.m. and this video I'm going to talk about LaShawn Monique. She was the one who the homeless person who went viral for exposing the Marcus guy from Atlanta Street Interviews. So on my Targeted by the Psych World backup channel, I was subscribed to her on that channel on my Targeted by the Psych World backup channel, and you know, I was supportive of her, nice to her, and I never said anything bad. I defended her and went to bat for her. I know that me and her have a lot, even though I'm like, I guess 12 years older than her. And so somewhere around there. And so she got hateful and blocked me for no reason. I didn't comment a whole lot on her channel. But because I found out about her right after Atlanta Street Interviews went viral about Jemiah and her twin brother, Jaden Bratcher. So when I heard about that and it went viral, that's when I stumbled upon LaShawn Monique's channel, and me and her have a lot of similarities, even though I recently got off the streets and got a place, and the gang stalkers are trying to run me out of here, and the torture is unbearable. They're killing me up in here. So, I mean, all I know is, I don't know how long ago she blocked me, but I just found out about it today, this afternoon. And so, it's like, I don't understand people who do that, though. If they have people harassing you on your YouTube channel, spewing out hate, spewing out negativity, victim blaming. I've been on her side and defending her, believing her since day one against the Marcus guy, and I'm not one of those type of people who felt like that she was, bullshitting online. I believe her totally. I never said anything disrespectful on her page. I never, so I guess it was, I don't know if it was a month or two ago though, but I thought that I recently commented on one of her videos about a week or so ago, and I've seen her making the community, because she doesn't have a lot of videos up, but I saw her mention in one of her community posts about gang stalking and cults, and I'm not sure if I heard she went through the foster care system and all that, so we have a lot of similarities with both black women, so I mean, it seems like I thought it was amazing or kind of weird or strange that all the hate comments that she was getting, that she that she had never blocked those people, the victim blaming and the hate, and a lot of those people who want to defend and agree with an abusive, narcissistic, popular, fake, satanic predator. They got, the Marcus guy never shows his face, but somebody exposed him having a picture of his, devil horns with both hands and sticking his tongue out. So, I've been through, being sexually taken advantage of, being raped and all that and stuff. So it's like, what's the deal here? I don't know what I did or said wrong, or what I did or said to offend her. But as I said, I never was on Marcus' side. I never defended or agreed with him. I never said any comments or such thing. I always been trying to stick with her since day one. And I thought that once I gotten here, I thought I would get a job, and I try to, I thought that, if I, can get up on my finances and stuff to the point where I can be independent, I would love to, support and donate to her too. And I would tell her all the time that, and they even have homeless men who support her, and, they give supportive comments and stuff. But they also tell her that, they've been going through the same thing, that, that they sympathize and, but I don't know if it was the case that, I shared, I don't know if it was a community post. I think it was one of her community posts that I shared or whatever. And I did a couple of videos on my Targeted by the Psych World backup channel today because late last night, I did a video, and all day yesterday, my phone kept acting up. The perps hacking into my freaking phone. Then all night last night, they were messing with my internet. Come on, man. Gnats. They were messing with my internet. So, hold up. So I had to, so it's like I had a moment where my video didn't upload. Like if I started uploading it just before midnight or about midnight last night, and immediately after I finished doing the video last night, that's when trolls kept coming to blast loud music in the neighborhood and show off and harass me and everything. All throughout the night, and then all day today. So, I had an emotional. I'm going through a lot. So, even though I finally got a place, I still don't have food stamps. I'm still in need. So, I'm very disappointed, angry, and hurt that she did that. If I never disrespected her, I never said anything rude, never said anything bad to her or anything like that, But, so last night, I thought my video would have been uploaded by 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. No. Even 11 o'clock, the video had not been uploaded yet. And it would do stuff like when they have certain videos that I might do that right when it starts to get towards the like at least 75 or 80%, and then it will reset and then start uploading from it will reset and then start uploading to back to square one again and go all the way from and then I have to wrestle with the Wi-Fi, and it even would do that with my phone data, that I'll have to wrestle with it to get it back to the 9 gigabytes that it was at when I got 14, and then it would reset all the way back to 0 and then take longer to upload. They're trying to prolong my uploads. So I was struggling and wrestling with the Wi-Fi, and I think the perps keep resetting my uploads, on purpose for them to take longer to upload. So I had to delete the video off my Candy Grand Prix channel that I did last night. I tried to upload it today and I just couldn't. So I had to delete the video and then re-upload it on my Targeted by the Psych World backup channel. And then after that, I had to wait at least 5 hours to get the video uploaded. Finally get it uploaded. So then, I was looking through my community posts, on that channel, on the Targeted by the Psych World backup channel. And that's when I discovered that the post, that I was trying to spread the word to get Monique, because I try to do that with other people who are in need and that need help. Even on YouTube, TikTok, or whatever, if somebody has, if they say that they're a mother with children and they're homeless or they're about to be homeless and they put up their GoFundMe, I don't bash them and call them scammers or frauds, because I know how I feel when I'm truly in need, and the perps, abusive, narcissistic, gang stalking trolls do that to me. So, on YouTube, I don't know, me trying to have a good heart and trying to be helpful, I meant no ill at all, and, I've supported Monique since day one. I didn't even know she did the video or whatever several months ago, but I never heard of her until the Jemiah and Jaden Bratcher situation blew up and went viral, So that's how I found out about Monique. So, so it's like, I'm trying to figure out, well, I don't know if she feels like she can't really trust anyone, or she doesn't know who's, being targeted. I understand, if you feel like you can't trust anyone or you don't know who to trust. But as I said, she never blocked the people who were victim blaming and siding with Marcus, or, telling her the same things that people tell me. And if she was being harassed, by your own black people, mainly females attacking her. And so, but I didn't make a lot of comments on her videos or community posts. I made a few, but maybe 20 at the most. I even defended her, when people are trying to be oppressive and everything, so I don't understand why people do that, though. If you side with them and you defend them on social media and they block you, but then they got time all day to argue and fight with people trying to oppress them, and people, because they try to say the same things about Monique that they say about me, that they say that she, is a fraud and a scammer. She got a bad attitude. She's ungrateful, this, that, whatever. And, they said, the perps have said the exact same things about me. So I don't know I don't know exactly why she blocked me, but it bothered me greatly, but as I said, I never said anything offensive to her, but the perps, I don't know if when I shared the community post, I don't know if the perps started trolling her, if my perps went and flocked to her and started trolling and bullying her or something. I don't know. I don't know if that was the case, or, I'm sitting here trying to guess and trying to figure out, but I was trying to, see about, trying to reach people to get her some support and some help. So and then I went to try to make a a supportive comment today and discovered that I'm blocked on her YouTube channel. So, and also I noticed that she does like me. I don't think she's disabled. I don't even think she has a mental problem or nothing. I think she's, considered normal. I'm disabled with certain limitations, physical and mental limitations. I'm disabled. But I still, haven't given up on trying to fight to get job opportunities despite my roadblocks and setbacks and stuff. And I see that she's trying. She even shows that she's trying, and people still believe what they want. If she goes to job interviews or, try to strive to work 2 jobs or 3 jobs or something like that, I try to be, very supportive and there for her. And, but I've had my moments. I mean, if I did something wrong, I apologize. I did not mean to, and I never spread any rumors about her. I never slandered her. I never bullied her. I never harassed her. So I don't because perps do that to targeted individuals. So So the perps, I don't know if they went, as I said, I don't know if they went and trolled her page and harassed her too. Or if they looked for that, if my perps went and trolled and harassed her too. And without me having without me knowing. Or if they probably told her some lie about me. Or I don't know if she YouTube searched my name and saw the gang stalking slander campaigns against me and blocked me too. I mean, if she blocked me, for that, because they got dozens, and it's like your own black people tearing, especially black women, tearing other black women down. Really trying to make things like a survival of the fittest. Or like a Hunger Games. Like you tear down, and it seems like, and that's why they have a lot of like black on black crime, and I'm saying this in reference to all the black women who take part in trying to exploit her and, go against her. And then the main people who got slander videos against me, mainly, is black women against me. That are paid fake TI perps or regular perps, making slander campaigns and slander videos about me. So, I mean, that's where I was getting at. That if your own people going against you, if our own black people attacking her, she's a black female and I'm a black female, and as I said, the main people who got slander videos up about me is black people, black females, including my own twin sister, including and especially my own twin sister. So, but I've had moments where, I don't really block people for no reason, but I wanted to do it. I was thinking about within the past couple of weeks, I was thinking about doing a separate video, talking about how I know I'm a very nice person. And a lot of people say I'm a very nice person or that I have a good heart and everything. And abusive, narcissistic, fake family members and fake friends who are jealous, they will smear, campaign, and lie and say that I'm very mean and evil and all that, or that I'm manipulative when it's them. So so it's like on my channel, if you say something rude, I block you. Sometimes if you kind of subtle, sometimes I might give that person a couple of chances, you know. And then, you know, that like they had this lady who I think it was last week or the week before, she just started bombarding my page with like a bunch of comments. And then she even asked me where I lived at and try to come, act like she wanted to try to come live in these cabins and stuff too. Like it seemed like once I got in here, everybody want to come here now. Nobody cared about me when I was on the streets. So now everybody act like they're wondering how can they get in these cabins too. So the perps already know where I'm at. You know, so but it's like I'm afraid and reluctant to, you know, give somebody my specific address because you don't know who to trust, or you can't really trust nobody. Like this young guy who, you know, from a different state and talking about staying with me and going half on the rent. And you claim you're targeted, but okay, well, where's videos and pictures? Because until then, I don't trust you, and you know, you might be a perp lying. And I know what happened to the transgender Lisa T.I. I don't know everything, but I know that, you know, he was generous and, you know, willing to open his home to other targets. And I probably would have been dead right along with him because he even invited me. You know. So so I mean, it's like, yeah, it was a black female named Jasmine or something that it was a black female named Jasmine who pretended to be targeted, and then she would set him up and perped him and had him, you know, dead, laying on the bed, on the side of the bed with no clothes on. So, you know, and then with perps trying to traffic and sacrifice us and everything. And that's why, you know, I hate when the popular fake TI perps, excuse me, when they put up lies saying that the gang stalkers, that is just mind control and that they're just here to aggravate you and they just here to get on your nerves. When y'all say gang stalking is human trafficking, okay, so you know, they sitting here sacrificing and killing people. So so that's why, you know, they try to gaslight and manipulate you throughout your life and make it like you're a bad person and make it like you're crazy and everything, because they try to you know, they don't want the focus to be on their conspiracy or their plan or their crime to have you murdered and trafficked so that they can sacrifice you and make billions off of you, or millions, make a lot of money off of you. So they want to try to manipulate the world to justify why you deserve to be hated, why you deserve to be punished. And you know, they're grooming you to be sacrificed by trying to slander you and lie on you and manipulate everybody to hate you so that you can look like the one who sacrificed me. You know, they can look like everybody feeling sorry for them, and you made to look like the fake savior and the fake hero after I'm dead. Just like what happened to Jordan Neely. You know, and they'll try to falsely manipulate scenarios to fuck with and harass you so that they can make it look like you're crazy, you're mental, or you got mental problems, so that you can be discredited and nobody will believe you. And then the person who sacrificed you is the one who's made to look like the hero or the savior, you know, or somebody who truly cared about you after you're dead. I'm letting y'all know straight up, none of my family care about me. Not one soul in the family. Nobody care about me except myself. And I hated myself. I was brainwashed and manipulated to hate myself all these years. I always hated myself back then. I still kind of feel like I don't like myself. But I came a long way to learn to accept and love myself. Because, people putting in your head all your life that you're such a horrible, bad person or whatever, So, it took me years to learn to care about myself and value my own life. Because nobody around me valued my life. So, so I mean, I was trying to, let Monique know, LaShawn Monique, let her know, sister to sister, that I'm here to try to support you the best way I know how or the best way I can. I never wanted to or never meant to oppress her or, say anything bad, say anything mean, or try to put her down. None of that. Because I don't even think like that. I never do victim blaming, ever. I never do victim blaming, ever in my life. So, so I know how hard it is out here. So, this lady that, bombarded, it was a different lady. She bombarded me, bombarded my video with a bunch of comments. I don't mind a lot of comments, but then, I don't mind a lot of comments as long as they're supportive of, or as long as they're not offensive or whatever. And then afterwards, the lady had, what she did was she had, yelled at me in all caps, like right after I did the video talking about the person on TikTok yelling at me, telling me forget about my past and or whatever. Then this lady comes swooping. I'm like, I just said I don't like people saying that trying to talk to me like that. So then she come and yell like she frustrated or whatever. Like, that's what they say that they're targeted. Ain't got no videos on their channel. Or their channel be kind of new and they bombard your videos with a whole bunch of fake narcissistic, fake love, glittering love bombing comments or whatever. And then they claim that they're targeted too and manipulate you to think that their stories sound credible and believable. And then they turn around and say some perp shit. And sometimes, if they might pretend to fake donate just so that they can manipulate you and try to manipulate and control you. And then when you don't accept their mind control programming that they try to come at you with, or when you block them, then they come and play like they're the victim. They lie and say that you're ungrateful, or they donated such and such, and they over-exaggerate their fake good deeds or whatever. If you donated me $4 one time, and then you say something rude or say something perp-like, and then pretend that you're the victim, and then being like, because I was always donating her hundreds of dollars every 2 weeks when I get my paycheck. Stop lying. So I know that they play with Monique like that too. I know that they play with her like that too. As I said, she was one of the main people that I kept her in mind, that if I ever could land my hands on a job while staying here, if I could get my hands on a job or something like that, I would love to be donating generously to her and helping other people too. And that's the type of person I am. When I have, I'm generous. I ain't never been stingy. The fake foster mom, Adrian Felder, that woman was rich and yet stingy. And back in the 90s, she had a fucking black brand new BMW convertible. It was around this time. No, it was July. I think it was July 1993. Right after the foster dad, Al, died. And she got a 1994 model black BMW convertible. BMW 325i convertible. And that BMW was a lemon. Always breaking down. Always had something wrong with it. And the motherfucker didn't even drive smooth. Well, I never drove it, but riding in that car, that thing wasn't smooth. So I witnessed and I watched the foster mom. They would have, they didn't have a lot of homeless people back in the 90s. But, if they had a homeless man on the expressway or something, and she would either blow them off and be like, blow them off, or she would narcissistically and self-righteously give them just $1. But the majority of the time she was blowing them off. But a few times I noticed throughout my life she would just give them $1. And she was cheap and stingy with the allowance with us. And I tried to undo the programming. If the narcissistic abuser try to manipulate or force you to be just like them or try to program you to be just like them, I grew up and I said, I'm not going to be like her. I tried to undo my own programming before I realized I was being programmed So I said, I'm not going to be the type to, if I have a lot of money, just give you $1. It's like, I'm the type that I would be like generous. And my own biological family members have called me stupid for being generous. So it's like, and then the biological sister Ramona, she's selfish and money hungry. She never did anything for the poor or homeless, including family. And you know what? I don't even know how my twin sister acts towards the homeless. She's the type of person who would laugh at homeless and poor. Look what my own twin sister did to me being on the streets. It would be violent hail and tornadoes. And she would tell everybody, don't help me. When I had no money or very little money. And she was one of the main people who started lying and saying that I'm a fraud and a scammer. And the rest of the perps took that and ran with it. But my twin sister is an abusive, narcissistic, gang stalking bully. But y'all just rather take her side and think she's right. Just like everybody would defend and agree with that fake Marcus guy. And nobody's calling Marcus greedy. It's Atlanta Street interviews. Nobody's calling him greedy. Nobody's calling him a scammer. Nobody's calling him a fraud. Nobody's calling him greedy, a scammer, or a fraud. And, so, and they're not even getting his video shut down. See, and look, they're hitting me with the energy weapons vibrating this part of the right side of my head right now. Right when I said that. Yeah, they're not shutting Marcus's video down. Somebody, and I screenshotted too, on another person's videos defending Monique. Another person had, they had quite a few people who did videos in defense of her, and then under one of the comments, somebody said Marcus needs to be put on a watch list. That, him, like people like him and Tales from the Streets, Soft White Underbelly, and I don't remember who else. and Invisible People. Invisible People, Mark Horvath, he got a whole, I mean, I had a bad experience with him. Not sexual, but I had a bad experience with him. So most people do not question Mark Horvath. They don't question Marcus. I don't know his last name from the Atlanta Street interviews. They do not question they don't question Atlanta Street interviews. They don't question they don't question Atlanta Street interviews. They don't question Mark Horvath. They don't question Tales from the Streets, Soft White Underbelly, or any of these other channels. But I talked about this when I did the video about Jemiah and Jaden Bratcher on my Candy Grand Prix channel. So Mark Horvath, this is what he would do. It looked like, from what I saw, it looked like the only thing and some people might be like, at least he's giving them something. He would give homeless people just socks. But in his live streams, though, he would do YouTube live streams like on Sundays. And one thing I found unfair and selfish is that homeless people, like Mark Horvath, does not allow homeless people to put their CashApp, GoFundMe, or any payment. But he's sitting there, getting donations. He's getting, like, he is allowed to ask for donations in his YouTube live streams or on his videos. And he has moderators set up that you are not allowed to ask for CashApp ask for, put up your CashApp, GoFundMe, and you're homeless and struggling. And Invisible People, they got that one eye symbolism. And it's quite subtle. It took me a long time to catch on, because when they have a lot of professed targeted individuals that support and watch Invisible People, because they manipulate and force targeted individuals to become homeless. Like, they're trying to make me back homeless on the streets again. They're trying to make me back homeless on the streets again. So, it's wrong. Like, and then Mark Horvath, I think he said he used to be homeless. So he sold his soul to the devil. He sold out. He's a sellout, and so is Marcus from Atlanta Street interviews. At least Mark Horvath, at least he shows his face and people know what he looks like. But I haven't heard about Mark Horvath sexually exploiting homeless people. But, he exploits homeless in a different way. And a few other people came on his videos on YouTube and said that, that they see right through him, that he's pretending to be a fake savior and hero, but he's sitting there exploiting homeless people and profiting on homeless people's pain and suffering. That's a narc thing to do. But at least the Marcus guy, one good thing about him is at least he allows the homeless person on the street, at least he allows them to put up their CashApp, though. And or whatever, and people can donate to that homeless person, unlike Mark Horvath. So, both of them are bad and evil and pretending to be good. But Soft White Underbelly and Tales from the Streets, I don't have that much information on them, or I don't know them that well, But I didn't know Atlanta Street interviews that well either. But the Marcus guy from Atlanta Street Interviews, he has angered me. With me looking at certain videos, I would get mad because it look like as if somebody's been a victim of sex trafficking, he'll act like he don't believe them and then try to gaslight them and trying to act like as if he thinks they have a mental problem. So I believe Monique. I know she's telling the truth. But I want to say, Monique, I'm not your enemy. I'm not trying to be your enemy. But I don't know if she mistakenly thought that I was one of the bad people. I never in my life would side. I hate narcissistic abusers and I hate predators. And because Marcus sold his soul to the devil, a sellout, a traitor to his own black people, I bet you him and Mark Horvath, I bet you they're Freemasons. And I know Marcus, you got the blatant, both of them got the symbolism. Marcus think it's cool to have pictures of devil horns and his devil horn hand signs and his tongue sticking out. And he's manipulative, and he exploits the vulnerability of poor and homeless. And they are vibrating me right here, exactly right here. So, yeah, that's that microwave sickness. But I felt less today than yesterday. A little bit of the vertigo. So, because of the noise campaigns last night, I was supposed to have, or I was almost dozed off and went to sleep at like 12. Almost, well, actually, I was going to go to bed right after the video, like right after 12 o'clock. But then immediately after I turned off the video, it was like 12:06 in the morning. They started showing off and acting stupid. I showed y'all last weekend about them, riding around, blasting loud music and everything all night long. And they kept passing through here every 3 minutes in the middle of the night. And I know the police wouldn't do anything. So I was frustrated about the video not uploading this morning. The video didn't really upload until like 5. It just got done uploading. It didn't upload until like almost 5 o'clock, like 4:30, 5 o'clock or something. Excuse me. And then so the fake Darnell Williams perp came to harass me twice this morning, between last night and this morning. No, it was this morning. Twice this morning he came to harass me. And he keeps making reference, like he's been stalking me online for over a year, harassing me about my soul. And then he was keep on making references about my death. He keeps making references about my death, and he knows exactly where I live at. Before I started publicizing videos about being targeted so heavy over here. So, Monique, if you don't want to be bothered, then I respect that. I will go my way. But I'm not the type of person that, if you block me, it happens to me even on TikTok. I said, well, this person blocked me, and then I just vent, and then, fine. But I'm not the type of person who will become and stalk, follow, and harass or bully you or something like that. Because I have it happening to me. And I don't do that to people. And I never did stalk, follow, harass, or bully her. So, and I never harassed or bullied or threatened or, somebody for blocking me on social media. It happens to me all the time. But So anyway, I had got much better sleep because I think I fell asleep after 4 o'clock this morning sometime. But I tried to go to bed before 3 and it didn't work. Yeah. So because of them, and they fucking harassment all day and all night, just loud music. And I think they, you know, strategically, and they kept frustrating me and causing me to have meltdowns. It's like I can't take it here no more. And I just got here. But they would do this whether I'm on the streets or I have a place. And they're gonna do this no matter what city and state, no matter where I go. But they need to be, the gang stalking network, they all need to be put to a halt. They need to be put to a stop. And I know that Marcus, I mean, I bet you he's a gang stalker as well. Atlanta Street interviews. So yeah, I woke up at like a little bit after 11 o'clock this morning. And I didn't eat or drink anything until maybe like 2:30. And then after that, I had, after 2:30, I had, what did I have? I had a peanut butter sandwich, a piece of sausage. I was going to put it in the beans, but me being upset about everything that's been going on, I just had, I think that's all I had. I wanted to have some oranges, but maybe later on, because I didn't get to take out food, like take out the turkey cutlets or anything like I wanted to. But I guess for so-called dinner, I don't know if I'm going to have farina or grits and some oranges. But I've been frustrated with, with the videos getting uploaded. And last night my TikTok was acting extremely weird. And I'm like, well, earlier that day I just emptied all my storage space. How did I get up to 14 gigabytes already? And then I had to erase everything last night too. So let me see something. So yeah, a perp just, I don't know, I think it was on my video. I don't know if that was a perp making a gross comment on one of my videos trolling me. So I guess that's all I'm gonna say for now in this video, But I wanted to say again, Monique, I apologize if you felt anything offended by anything I may have done or said. I never meant any harm. And if anybody come to you and say that I did or said something, they're abusive, narcissistic gang stalkers who are lying and trying to create trouble. Like what happened to Andrea Jones. Star Bricker went to stalk and follow her. And then Andrea started acting like a weird perp. The perps went and flocked to Darius Hollins, and manipulated and turned him against me. Got him siding with my twin sister. Him and Samantha and all of them, Monique, the other Monique, uniquely made. And it's like they all sold out perps. And this LaShawn Monique, I saw quite a few times that she was, and I was rooting for her. I'm like thinking, come on, Monique, you got this. LaShawn Monique, I'm like, come on, you got this, So it's like, I mean, she was even, making threats to sell her soul or making threats to just give the perks what they want. Well, she didn't say perks, but I'm saying perks. But I would see that them perping her in the comments. And as I said, she never really blocked them. But I don't even know if she just went on a random, I don't know if she got sick and tired of what everybody said and just went on a went on a massive blocking spree, and I got caught up in the middle of it, or or something. I don't know. What was the motivation? I mean, I understand her getting frustrated and sick and tired of everybody, because they, of course, they manipulate us to not, manipulate us to feel like nobody can be trusted, and that, if this LaShawn Monique, she's supposedly a Christian and trying to better herself, same here with me, But, I'm just letting her know I ain't your enemy. I ain't here to hurt, never have been. So, but before I go though, the fake Darnell Williams perp, when he was harassing me this morning, and he said, Teresa, what did you ever do for candy? Have you ever donated candy any money or something like that? He said, and so, and that's what the perps do. Like, when people make supportive comments, the perps be like, they get jealous. And they be like, well, what have you ever done for her? Have you ever donated? Oh, are you just helping to fund her mental? You're just enabling her mental illness or whatever. Or you're enabling her mental illness. Have you ever donated to her? How about you have candy come live with you? Or something, and they taunt and harass somebody who's giving me supportive comments. But then they say that, but then if they see somebody who donated to me, they will devour and attack that person and condemn that person for supporting me. As I said, I'm going to say it again. I got like maybe $2.74 in the bank. This right here. Yeah. That's the $5.50 in quarters for laundry. And I have a less than $1 in loose change in my wallet. That's all I have for the rest of the month. I don't know if I would get any more support or donations, and it doesn't look like the food I have will last me all the way through the 30th of the month. And they said that they're only giving me $2.50 in SSI, but I'm supposed to get my Social Security check next month. And I got that all messed up, and I still don't have food stamps. So, because the perps are trying to manipulate me to give up, but I will never sell out, though. I never even want to have that thought to come across my head to sell my soul. But they be trying very hard to try to manipulate me to give up on life. Or just go crazy. That they keep poking and prodding and, keep on provoking and provoking. Like, I lost it. Had a couple of meltdowns between last night and this afternoon, and the perps, they will freeze my phone so that I couldn't go out there and run out there and record them in the act. They want to freeze my phone, and then after they're way down the street, that's when they let my phone camera to be back working again. And so the fake Darnell Williams perp falsely assumed that Danielle, the other target Danielle, was the one who gave me the crock pot and toaster oven. It wasn't Danielle, but I'm not telling you who it is because it ain't y'all business. The world doesn't need to know who's doing what for me. I don't even, because a lot of people they say that they don't want public praise. You know, if they might have someone behind the scenes that's trying to do good, trying to do the right thing, trying to be supportive, trying to help me out. And then that's what you do. You devour and attack and get on and you know, persecute them for helping me. And they just want to keep you in bondage, keep you down. Tell everybody, do not support her. Do not help her. She's a horrible person. When I'm not. Y'all trying to make me, you know, look like as such a person that's foul-mouthed with a nasty attitude, when I'm a good person, a nice person, and y'all push me over. You push me over the edge for me to be cussing y'all out, calling you an ugly bitch, and whatever else. And that's the most I can do to you, because I can't put my hands on you. I don't know how. I'm not that powerful. I don't know how to sabotage your finances like you do to me. I don't even have a way I know how to do that. And I don't even think or plot on how to. I don't even sit around all day and think or plot on how to do somebody dirty, on how to do somebody something dirty. You know. So. And you know, I didn't even get so far. The day is not over, but so far yet today, you know, I didn't get to cook what I wanted to today, and because of being frustrated about everything that's going on, and I didn't take the meat out earlier to thaw. But I'm you know, I'm on the verge of wanting to you know, it's like I want to finish working on my mental health abuse ebook. I entitled it From Mental Health to Mental Wealth. So From Mental Health to Mental Wealth. That's what I put the title. And, you know, talking about how I broke free from the mental health system. But it's like they're attacking me again. You know, on purpose. I'm trying as best as I can to stay cold, calm, and collected. I need to pray more and read the Bible more. But then they attack me more. But, you know, they've been attacking my mental health. And they were upset about me for publishing the foster care ebook. That made them really mad. So hopefully, you know, if you want to, if it's still there, I have at least 2 videos on my Targeted by the Psych World backup channel that I uploaded today. If you want to go there and watch, you know, those videos. So, you know, I'm planning to, in my left arm, my elbow, you know, is back to hurting again. It wasn't hurting for a while, for a couple of weeks, and now it's back to hurting again. So, maybe because I got more sleep, I didn't feel the vertigo. I didn't feel the nausea at all, but I think I felt light vertigo. But yesterday I didn't get to sleep that well, and I had, you know, the vertigo and nausea level was kind of medium. So thanks for listening to me. I ain't here to you know, I mean, I'm just trying my best to try to do better and be a good person. I'll see y'all. Love y'all.